ridiculous shit ever. Like put like 12 valve Cummins engines in Rolls Royces and shit.
All right. It looks like we're up.
Or he also did a 12 valve Cummins Mustang, which is pretty cool. Calls it the Smokestang. Oh yeah, I'll finish my Tony Beats his kid being the Donald Trump of gold.
Yes.
Because like he was like all of them last season were like, we're getting tired of the way Tony does things. Like, yeah, he's made a lot of money and he like pays us well and da-da-da, but he wants the quick fixes that are like effective in the moment, but then it's a long-term thing.
Yeah.
So his oldest one, the skinnier one, that used to be his mechanic. I don't know how long you watched it.
I haven't watched
The
it.
one, but yeah, the one with the glasses that
Probably 6
did
years.
all his mechanic work.
Yeah.
He went off on his own, but
But
in going off on his own, he leased Scribner Creek, where Parker started out on his own, from his dad.
yeah.
And then, like, his dad, like, tossed him, like, a bulldozer and some other shit, like, to use while he starts up and shit. And I'm like, he's like, it's really nice I get to keep all the gold. I'm like, you don't, though. You have to give 10% every time to your dad, and he gave you all the shit, which, I mean, I'm not shitting on him. He's way more successful than me. He pulled over $1 million out of the ground.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm like, you're the Donald J. Trump of gold.
Oh. Yeah, well, you know.
You got to feed the jewelry industry. Tracks
true.
NYC just got into a fight.
Really. We will
you
get
seen-
started in
yeah.
just a moment, people.
Have you seen that dude?
No.
What is it, Ashkenazi Jewish guy? I think he's Ashkenazi. He works in the Diamond District in New York, where like all the jewelry stores are. Got into a big fucking like it's all over social media. Some people I guess claimed to be him and sold one of his clients some shit that A, it wasn't him. B, it wasn't the carat quality that they said it was.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes on cameras like, you motherfucker, screaming in this other Jewish guy's face, like slamming the chain around, and the dude spits in his face, and then there's fucking like a 9-on-1 like pussy fight. It's kind of fucking hilarious.
Nice. We will get started with this special episode here just momentarily
What's special about it?
because it just recently happened here in the great state of Ohio.
I know. Like, why more people need to get murdered so we can talk about current events?
Yes. In
Die
Cincinnati,
more.
or just a tad north of Cincinnati, a little weird phenomenon that has, not to spoil it, but has happened in other places.
I can't remember where you told me exactly where this was.
It's in the notes. I know close to UC, Clifton area, but it's in the notes. There's about 3 locations I heard it. Just a tad south of us here, where we're situated. So we will get started in that in a second.
Is there any current events to talk about?
No, not
Did
really.
anybody die?
No,
Anybody go to war?
no.
Do Ukraine and Russia make friends yet?
I don't know. Don't really give a fuck.
There's that Venezuela thing that I heard.
Fuck them too.
Well, I heard, like, what's it over? Drugs?
Yeah.
Even though I'm pretty sure, like, China's the biggest problem with that.
Well, yeah.
Doesn't China produce, like, all the precursors for the fentanyl and shit like that?
Yeah, China brings over, or is a fentanyl issue, but if you stop the regular drugs, I guess is what they're thinking, they don't need to cut it with fentanyl. I don't know. Plus, we want the fucking oil from Venezuela, David.
I didn't even know there was oil in Venezuela.
Oh, yeah, they got like the largest supply of oil. They got more than the Middle East.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why are they so broke?
I don't know. Poor management? Fuck, I don't know. Don't really
Corrupt
care.
government.
Probably. Don't really care about that either. Fuck
Got some
them.
Pablo Escobar shit going on. I just got the fucking notification.
Oh, I don't even think I got the notification. I just jumped. Oh, I did too. Huh. How about that?
It sucks to suck.
Yeah. But we are going to do
We're going to
the
talk about stuff.
the Sky Trumpets, or the hum. that's
Like a butt trumpet.
that is kind of what they're called, the Sky Trumpets. But this phenomenon has been seen or heard, I guess, better. But there is some visual to this as well, in some instances. But it's been seen or heard all over the world. Just not in Ohio, just not in the U.S. It's been heard everywhere. And it is strange. Now, this by far is not the strangest paranormal topic, but it is one of the most fascinating, I think. To me, anyway. I'm so fascinated by this because
I don't even know what this is. I think I know what it is, but I don't know about this one.
Well, I will play it and let you listen to it.
Oh,
I
we have audios
I have of the audio of what
for the people as well.
for the people as well.
Oh, look at us.
For what was actually caught in Cincinnati.
Oh,
So,
Is
well,
it
if you had your headphones, you could listen. We both could listen to it.
I do. I just I'd have to find the cord and the fucking. There's an adapter around here somewhere for it.
Well, the adapter's is in the jacket.
Oh.
There. But
Well, I have my headphones are right in there. I just have to find the fucking the wire. That has been. I don't want to say MIA, but it's been MIA because I never fucking use it. I have an iPhone. It's useless with anything with an auxiliary jack.
Yeah, so I don't think. But like I said, this is.
I'm way off camera.
Super fascinating. This is. I mean, this because it could be anything. It could be this. The explanations that we'll get into that the higher ups have come up with, yeah, could make sense to a certain point, but I think there's it goes a little deeper. It's a little bit more interesting. I think it's one of those situations where they just throw it on the wall, say, that's it, just to brush it off.
Ah, fuck them.
Just to brush it off.
I wonder.
What? Go ahead.
We were talking about doing the not restream, but the restream thing.
Oh,
Of streaming on multiple. I wonder if maybe people on Rumble would like us more because we cuss so much.
Probably.
I forgot I made a Rumble account.
Right.
For us, I think.
Right.
I got like a notification at the end of the year. It's like, your end of year wrap up. I'm like, how much can you wrap up if I don't even fucking remember that I made it?
Didn't even know I had that something.
Like, you watched 2.5 minutes of videos. Here you go. And it's going to be like, it was early Rumble, so it's probably going to be like, I don't know, mega slap fucking videos, because that's mostly what it was at the beginning.
All right. I guess I could read this little intro and get this party started.
That's 2 weeks in a row.
What?
We're really testing ourselves on being able to get away with reading as much as both of us have had for intros the last 2 weeks.
All right. If you've heard sirens in the sky late at night and couldn't find the source, a sound with no clear origin heard across multiple neighborhoods and reported in cities around the world. Whatever this is, it doesn't behave like a normal noise. Tonight, we will trace the sound from rail yards to the sky to theories science refuses to touch. That's what we're going to discuss. So hang in there, kids. What is going on, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the GITM podcast, where we cover true crime, paranormal, and strange shit.
Yes.
Like tonight, we are discussing...
It's perfect because Gonzo's here.
Oh, Gonzo's always here.
Strange shit. Gonzo, send this to 10 of your strange friends right now. I know you have some.
We have audio for the listeners and the viewers today. So
we out here.
I'm going to have to put the cans on so I know when it's quit playing. It's quit playing. I guess I could look by the meter, but that's no fun, kids. I don't care.
I had to look it up real quick because Gonzo's here and it reminded me. I saw a video. Did you know there's an independent wrestler on the scenes named Stephen Flow?
No.
And his entrance song is Even Flow, but it's just his name over and over again.
Stephen Flow?
Yeah, so he's up on the turnbuckles like, Stephen Flow, Stephen Flow, Stephen Flow.
That's nice, Travis.
It's fucking, it's funny. You got to see it. It's pretty funny.
Yeah, but there's not really anything pressing we need to talk about, so we might as well just hop right on in.
This motherfucker.
What?
I put on chapstick like once ever in the history of the show, and he said, moist those Asian lips.
He's not right. Yes, but over Christmas, so here in the past few weeks, a strange noise was heard in the night sky. And that is what we're going to get into.
It's crazy that I didn't know shit about this
I
until
didn't
you told
know
me about it.
I never heard it. Of course, like I said, this happened just north of Cincinnati. We are about 18 to 20 miles north of downtown Cincinnati.
That gave me shivers.
And this was heard just north. So we were 15 to 16 miles away from where the people who heard this noise. And this was over.
So we might have heard it if there wasn't a fucking railroad down the street.
Right. This just wasn't one night event. This ran for several nights, and I'll get into the dates.
It's like the Diddy party of auditory hallucinations.
Yes, but this happened very recently, just last month, right before Christmas. And
fuck, you can even argue that's not even last month barely at this point.
Right, yeah.
Shit, it's like 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, yeah. So I thought this was a interesting topic to do since it's relevant, and plus I love this. I watched a special on this not too long. Or
maybe we'll get put on WCPO, Channel 9 News.
Maybe. I doubt it.
Or Channel 5, or Channel 12, or Channel 19, or,
right.
C-SPAN.
But there's nothing really to talk about unless you've got something pressing. I mean, there's nothing really going on in the world.
Is there any, injuries or, health scares?
I don't know.
Oh, this one's kind of funny. I was working yesterday, and with the holidays, orders get funky.
Yeah.
Order dates in the restaurant industry and all industries get funky around the holidays, and they also get hard to do because you're like the week of Christmas, I think, or New Year's. It's like I'm receiving an order for the restaurant, and before I even receive that order, trying to do another order on top of that. So, it gets a little, you can be like, fuck, do I risk it and overdo it, or do I risk it even more and underdo it and maybe run out of shit or have to find it? Anyway, so we had to get some liquor for the bar, and the bar manager came to me. She was like, do you want to go down there and get it, or do you want me to call our coworker? Try not to name people here.
We could dox anybody nobody'd know.
Well, she was like, do you want me to call so-and-so and have him come in early and pick it up on his way? And I was like, yeah, call him. That if he's always there early anyway. And apparently she texted him and asked him to stop at the liquor store and grab a check from us, go to the liquor store, get liquor. Mind you, this person is a recovering alcoholic, but I wouldn't say recovering. He's been sober for several years. He's good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He works at a bar still. He worked at a bar the whole time he was getting sober, and he's fine for the most part, as far as I know. But apparently she called him, and he was at an AA meeting when she texted him and asked him to go to the liquor store for us. And then I guess it was almost over, so he kind of chuckled at the scenario that he was reading on his phone.
Wow,
and the people at the AA meeting were like, what's so funny? He was like, my boss just texted me and asked me to go to the liquor store before I go to work. And they're like, what the fuck, man? He's like, I work at a bar, dude. I never stopped working at a bar. It's okay.
I'm good.
Oh, man. Good times.
All right.
He had to do that for fucking New Year's. Him and another, my boss, technically, wearing down there to get champagne for New Year's Eve. And they said apparently while one of them was in the car, fucking some car parked in a weird way at the liquor store, and sure as shit, kind of had the idea in their head. Next thing you know, somebody's just busting out the liquor store's front door, jumping in the car. Skirt! Good job, man.
Yeah.
Got to celebrate. You gotta have a bottle of fucking, I don't know. Trying to think of what's usually closest to the door at a liquor store. Fireball, shitty vodka,
probably
Korsky,
yeah,
or a Ciroc. Jay-Z's vodka that everybody's like, oh, it's Ciroc, and it's not even good.
So it couldn't pass judgment.
I threw up off of raspberry Ciroc or some shit in New York. We were taking straight shots of it while we were playing Battle Shots. You ever play Battle Shots?
Never. I don't play drinking games.
You take 2 pizza boxes, and it's Battleship with shots. Shut the fuck up. But yeah, you play Battleship but the ships are shots.
Oh.
Yeah, I threw up.
That'll do it.
The guy was like, you that drunk, man? I was like, no, we're doing it with shitty, cheap flavored vodka. Straight. Like, what kind of what is this? What are we? Are we in an A&E documentary right now, drinking straight vodka?
Ooh.
What? The headphones turned up really loud.
Yeah, no, I'm not used to hearing myself and you in my ears like this.
Should we
It's
start doing
awesome.
that? Make it look more professional.
Well, I'm just going to take these off as soon as I play that noise for you.
I still want to get that little tiny microphone that was really popular in videos there for a while.
Oh.
That like people like would plug into their phone and it's literally like it looks like a microphone, but it's like that big.
Yeah.
I just want to just do a whole show and just have it make a little microphone stand.
Mm-hmm.
Get one 3D printed, so that instead of this size microphone, it's like that big. It's right here.
Well, you're used to that.
It works. I'm shocked. I've seen so many videos of people using them and they actually fucking work.
Yeah. Okay.
Other than that, the alcohol story, which I still think is pretty funny. I don't think anything else has gone awry in my life, really. I haven't like almost pooped my pants or like fallen and hurt myself or 2 live shows. We fucking work full-time jobs, man.
I mean, we used to do 2 live streams a week.
Well, yeah. We could.
We could, but here's the thing.
The second one, you'd run out of shit to talk about after a while. If there's nothing going on in the world. Although we could just shoot the shit. I feel like there's an audience for that. Just talk about like wrestling and football and dumb shit like we do if we were sitting there having a beer.
I mean, we could always bring back What the Fuck Wednesdays.
That was the hard one. That one almost broke me. I remember we took those months off and nobody knew it, but it's because Phil and I just became so angry with each other over podcast topics and 2 shows a week that I had to leave. And I left him in the mansion and I went and I slummed it in a 6-room chalet in Lake Tahoe for 3 months.
Yeah, I just don't want to do it, actually. I mean, if we had more than 10 fucking listeners, I might think about it.
Well, because the second show didn't really do shit.
What?
What?
What the Fuck Wednesday?
No, the second entire podcast that we tried to do.
That burned and crashed. But it's okay. All right, let's get into this. Now,
we'll just start our own individually. We'll just Crystalia it and just talk straight into the camera. Like Tim Dillon.
Yeah, we could do that.
Except less gay.
Well, you know, he is gay. So there is that.
He's a gay Republican. That was a unicorn.
What the hell? Is that?
Yeah.
I didn't even think that was possible.
Right? Oh, speaking of, I watched Death of a Unicorn. I don't know if you've had it pop up in your suggestions at all.
With
Paul Rudd.
I've seen it.
It's okay. It's pretty hokey. It's literally like, it's kind of like a reimagination of a B flick, but with an actual storyline and good actors for the most part. So you're watching it and you're like, man, this is like high budget and like they actually have dialogue and shit like that. But we're dealing with like supernatural unicorns with like dilating pupils like a snake and fucking big teeth and shit.
Okay, I have something to say. Gonzo's being very fucking nice at the present time. What the fuck is he up to? He's paying us a very good compliment, and then he's setting us up for something.
Like the reverse Rush Hour. Like if you bleached Rush Hour.
Who would be Jackie Chan and who would be Chris Tucker?
I mean, I would assume I would be Jackie Chan, and it's reverse.
Oh, okay,
I'm Japanese instead of Chinese, and you're white instead of black.
I'm Caucasian.
Interesting. That could be a show name. Caucasian. Caucasian. CAUC-AZAIN.
Talk about all the
IAN. Whatever.
Talk about all the world's problems and
be racist as fuck.
Everything that's ever went wrong in the history of man. Just calls Caucasian.
Yeah, I'll wear a fucking rice patty hat and like buck teeth. And you can like
Jerry Lewis style.
Yeah, you can. I don't know. How do you white up a white person?
Oh, I can crack her it up, buddy.
Give you like, I don't know.
I'm getting more Caucasian the older I get.
NASCAR hat for sure.
don't have any of those anymore. I used to have a plethora of.
And a shirt with a NASCAR logo that says "Fuck Bubba Wallace."
I had a jacket at one time.
What up?
Oh, Lamont's here. I haven't seen Lamont in a while.
I don't know. I'm liking this super racist podcast idea, though. I'll be the traditional Asian. I'll have a gong behind me that I can hit when we hit zingers. You can have, I don't know, a whip or something.
All right, let's get into this before.
I mean, I'm just going with this white people shit, man. What else do you want? A high-powered rifle to kill all the buffaloes?
Can we even say that word? Can we even say the W word?
What, wigger?
Yeah.
I don't know. Who's going to fucking stop us? Yeah, you wear a white hood, and I'll wear a sun hat. And I literally have the fucking headband from Karate Kid. I own it.
The bonsai?
Yeah, the rising sun.
Rising sun.
Well, because which is also, I find that interesting. I was like, because that's the war flag of Japan.
Oh, that's not the actual flag?
The actual flag's just white with the red sun in the middle.
Oh, that's right.
The war flag has the beams coming off it.
Huh.
For those people that don't know that nations have flags and war flags.
So
not all of them.
When they were dive bombing the bombers or the ships at Pearl Harbor, they really wanted to see that flag. They really wanted to add the 3D effect.
Yeah, it's just what they saw in their little tiny eyes. They came in hot.
Once again, Travis is Asian.
It was just a bunch
Japanese descent.
It was just a bunch of airplanes full of the owner of City Sushi from South Park. Just angry Asians that can't speak well. Oh, you move your shitty sushi next to my shitty chicken. There's not enough room in this town for enough shitty sushi.
All right. Like I said, we're doing the Cincinnati heard some strange noises in a few evenings. Back in December.
The U.S. has a war flag. It also, every time they show it, you have to play Creedence Clearwater Revival. Why is that the official America's fucking war thing?
I don't know.
Is it just fucking? Was that in Apocalypse Now?
I think or that, or was it in Platoon, or it might have been Apocalypse Now.
Or Forrest Gump?
Yeah,
I think it was in Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Forrest Gump had a banger fucking soundtrack, if you really go back and think about it. Which you better if you make a fucking 2.5 hour movie about a dude whose fucking brain doesn't work.
And can run really fast.
But then again, Peanut Butter Falcon.
All right.
That was a good movie. Did you watch that?
What was it?
Peanut Butter Falcon?
No.
With Shia LaBeouf and the co-star has Down syndrome. I don't know his name off the top of my head. It sounds mean, but it's actually a really good movie. Yeah. And I saw an interview at a Comic-Con where Shia LaBeouf apparently was like, they were like, what was your relationship off camera with, I can't remember his name. It makes me feel terrible. But da-da-da. And he was like, that was my boy. And he was like, and I don't say boy as in to downplay him. He's older than me. I say he's my boy because that was my guy. That was my road dog. He was like, I got arrested with him while we were making that movie. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. So now I got to watch. I want to hear a whole podcast about just that. The behind the scenes of Shia LaBeouf going out on the town with his co-host that has Down syndrome and getting arrested with or because of him. But it actually is a good movie. You should watch it.
I'll take your word for it. All right, let's get into this. Cincinnati heard some weird sounds late at night. Rain
from people's stomachs from eating Skyline chili.
Possibly. I don't think they offered that up as an official.
That's all this was. It was just a bunch of people ate Skyline the same day, and like how a truck releases its air brakes. They all finished passing all the Skyline, and their bodies' air brakes were all expressing it.
All right. And back in December, from the 10th to the 20th of 2025, so 10 days, residents reported a repeated late night occurrence.
DS for Gonzo.
Sounds beginning around 10 o'clock, between 10 and 11 o'clock, and sometimes continuing into the early morning hours from 2 to 4 a.m.
Like constant? Or
there would be ups and downs, it oscillate, but it was fairly consistent for those hours. Now, I do have an audio clip for you, for the listeners and viewers. I'm going to play it. This is actual recordings from the events here, or a couple of the different recordings from.
Should I just listen to it on my phone?
No, it calls feedback. Well, you can just move your mic
Yeah.
away. Of course, you're going to be delayed by a couple seconds, but that's all right. All right, here you go. I want you guys to listen to it, and we'll discuss. All right, well,
I'm almost there.
he's almost there. If you want, I'll just give you the headphones so you can listen to it, and I'll play it for the people again. That's fine. Oh, he's listening. I can hear it. But that is what people reported hearing in the wee hours of the morning. Now, the neighborhoods that it was reported in, are you listening to it again? But the neighborhoods that reported hearing the said noises were Northside, Clifton, and Camp Washington. Those are on the northern fringe of downtown Cincinnati. Like I said, we here at the GITN studio are roughly 18 to 20 miles north of the great city of Cincinnati. And so we are probably roughly 15 miles away from the areas in which they heard this strange phenomenon. Now, what the residents reported hearing was a high-pitched. Hey, I'm sure some of them heard them in piss too. I probably would. No,
That's what it was. That was a piss.
that was me pissing.
That was somebody. That was a homeless guy that's just been drinking Boone's Farm and Mad Dog just in an alley somewhere. Just
Yeah, I like it. But they reported hearing a high-pitched, oscillating, mechanical-sounding noise, often late at night, early mornings, appeared to move or hover. Which, okay, how do you? I mean, the hovering, really?
Yeah, like,
That makes sense. I mean,
doesn't all sound technically hover.
because it's a wavelength. It's traveling through the air.
It kind of just sounds like somebody was like, yeah, we're gonna meet and we're gonna street race our motorcycles on the highway. That's what it sounds like.
Right. But no consistent visual source. Now, in one of these videos that I would watch,
Excuse me.
there were some flashes in the sky, but that kind of resembled a transformer.
Oh, you have a
blowing.
video too?
No, I didn't do the video because I didn't want to.
Oh, the video captured it. That's the camera. Derp.
Yeah, that's the camera that the people are
Kind
seeing
of a bick.
are pretty faces. I guess I can take these off now because hearing that echoes.
You don't want to look official?
No, that echoes kind of. There's like a millisecond delay.
Yeah.
It pisses me off. Now, if we weren't in the same room, if you weren't sitting right next to me, it wouldn't be bad.
Well, you'd still hear yourself though.
Yeah, but it's not as bad. But hearing you, like, that's why for people not watching this, that's why I took it off this ear. Because I could hear both coming into one ear. It was just it was distracting.
We were both coming into one ear.
It happens. Okay, but like I said, I did see a video there was some strange aerial phenomenon, like some lights, but
My tits look good tonight.
it resembled more of a transformer blowing. Have you ever seen a transformer blow in a storm? But it was like an orange.
Anybody who's seen a horror movie has seen what it looks like.
But just to kind of describe what I saw through the videos, there was like an orange yellow flashes.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that's interesting, but I'm gonna go transformer probably on that. But generally, you wouldn't hear that high pitched oscillating noise with a transformer blowing. That'd be more of a kaboom. Don't even read count that shit.
I'm trying to think back. You said this was the 10th to the 20th?
10th through the 20th of December.
Is that when we had that really big temperature drop? Yes, because that's when we got the snow, because that was over my birthday.
Yes. You're right. I mean,
Because I know you brought up the transformer thing. I know for a fact, because I used to live next to them, maybe that's what's wrong with me, that power lines will shake when they get cold.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any potential chance scientifically that would somehow resonate when you have that many lines in the same condensed area.
We will get to it, but there is a problem with that theory.
Oh, that is a theory?
Yeah, that it's like
Oh, shit.
like a transformer substation.
Yeah.
You know, if I remember, I used to live by a substation.
Yeah.
where
They hum.
You drive by, you can hear sometimes a little bit of a hum.
Yeah. But it doesn't sound like that.
Not to the extent of that.
It sounds like it sounds like
it's a low pitch rather than a high pitch.
It's like a similar sound, different tone to like a street lamp. That but not that high pitched.
Right. Yeah. So that people there, I'll get into what, you know, the fuddy-duddies want to piss on our parade. Piss on our parade.
Boring people.
Yeah. Don't want to
Goddamn Republicans.
Don't want to have any fun with this weird noise.
Or Democrats.
But why this is the Cincinnati event, just like all the other events, and I'll talk about a few of the other events.
Are we going to go Arctic with this too?
I actually was planning an episode
about
the Antarctica noises.
Yeah.
I heard, but that was from.
Well, it's not just Antarctica.
Well,
I'm pretty sure like just tundras in general get weird sounds like that.
Which I haven't put that. But it's on the shelf right now.
Yeah, because I remember
it wouldn't be it'd be a nice little open. You know,
no, I remember touching on it when I did the Antarctica episode.
I don't think we could get a full hour,
Antarctica,
hour and a half so podcast out. It'd be a nice little current events, fill the current events.
Or I mean,
like,
if we could put together a whole like auditory phenomena episode in general,
or maybe to appease Gonzo, we'll do a. Don't even tell me.
No, I think he's just moving.
We'll do a surprise live stream for about half an hour.
That face made me think of the Trump memes. When they talk about like thick asses. There's like when you see that Latina booty and it's that picture of Trump like this. Just thick.
But anyway, why the Cincinnati event? Because why it's important. I don't want to say important, but what makes it strange, I guess, or why it matters, is the duration. Now I'm not completely sure. I know there's other places that get this fairly consistently, but I'm not sure if it's over 10 days.
Well, yeah, because the duration of it both makes it more interesting from a what was it standpoint, and then also in my mind makes it potentially more explainable.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Now, this had multiple witnesses. I watched a news segment on it.
You watched the news for this?
On YouTube.
I mean, still.
I watched a 9-minute.
We're both people that only access like local news usually when there's a weather phenomenon going on around us and we need to be like, oh, better put my windshield wipers up.
But there was several people interviewed about this. There were enough complaints about this that local media, like we just were talking about, picked it up. And they acknowledged something was going on. So that's
Trisha Mackey. That's the only newscaster in the Cincinnati area I can remember off the top of my head.
Yeah, Trisha Mackey.
Trisha Mackey acknowledged this. Then it must be true.
I'm sure they did. I didn't watch Fox 19.
Or the one. Oh shit, he died. Never mind.
My mom Trisha Mackey's mom used to work for my mom.
Trisha Mackey's mom worked for your mom.
Yeah, my mom has been to Trisha Mackey's house. On
big as fuck, I'm assuming.
Back in the day.
I'm assuming it's big as fuck because Trisha Mackey's been around for a while.
Oh yeah, she's been around since
as long as I can
late
remember.
90s.
And then the one guy died, the black guy, didn't he? That looked like Black Dracula.
No, I don't. Did he?
Oh,
I don't know. I don't watch.
He did. He looked like Blackula.
Yeah.
And then the other station had a white dude that looked like fucking Dracula.
Well, you know,
Acres or some shit like that. Yeah. The guy with the soup. Like he didn't have a widow's peak. He had fucking a widow's Everest on his head. And his hair was 3 inches tall all the time. Not to be confused with the one that bothers me now is what's his name for Spectrum News?
The younger guy.
Shit, yeah, he looks like the Little Rascals.
Yes.
It looks like they just put 3 10-year-olds on top of each other and put a suit on it.
Yeah.
That guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but I know the house is somewhere on the river because my mom went down there to watch the EB and fireworks on Labor Day.
Yeah, every rich yuppie person in Cincinnati lives
Let's
on the river.
just say she ain't hurting for money.
No way.
But yeah, I've met her mom. She's a very nice lady. Of course, this is back, like I said, in the late 90s.
I wonder if her daughter's a bitch.
No, she seems very
She's
nice.
like really nice, and then like as soon as nobody's around, she's like, "Get these fucking bums away from
No,
me."
I'm sure she's not like that. Anyway, but there was the
She
official,
turns into Cruella DeVille.
like we were speaking about earlier. There are those non-fun people that want to just piss on our parade when it comes to the paranormal,
Yeah, go on.
and basically offer up explanation for this, saying it's light industrial, possibly railroad related.
Yes,
So
that's the first thing I thought.
we'll discuss. I think it's very plausible, but I think
Well, because I mean, Cincinnati has a shitload of rail activity.
right.
So does your mom.
Yowza.
But and then it's like the end of the year, so you'd imagine there's more movement. And I also saw it said something about calling 311. What the fuck is 311?
I don't know what that is.
You go ahead. I'm gonna look it up.
Isn't it? That's 411's information. Why would somebody? I don't know. Anyway, but where this gets uncomfortable is the global pattern that seems to be going on here.
Biodome? Globally.
Yes.
A non-emergency phone number and service in many U.S. cities that connects residents to local government services handling requests like
that what it
reporting
is?
potholes, graffiti, illegal dumping, or noise complaints. I'm calling the fuck out of that place. You kidding me?
I'm in my early 50s and I've never heard of that.
Neither have I, but I'm fucking using it. I hope they have it in our city because Jesus Christ.
I wonder what you get.
They go through and they fix potholes, and literally within a 10-day period, it's fucking bigger than it was before they fixed it. It's like they just put Fix-A-Flat on that motherfucker, and then they're just like, figure it out, stupid.
But like I said, this happens so much across the globe that it has names. They range from the hum to Sky Trumpets,
Butt farts.
the Taos hum, the Windsor hum.
No, that's what English gentlemen do when they tie
Windsor,
their
I
ties.
think, is Canada because there's.
Oh,
You probably heard
fake
about it.
Windsor.
Yeah, and the apocalyptic trumpets, which I think I just thought of this. It's not in my notes.
What if that's what it is? What if that's the 4 horsemen of the apocalypse?
Well, you've heard of the biblical story where the trumpets or whatever. So I don't know.
Sound the trumpets of war.
Bring down the walls
of Jericho?
Why you gotta revert everything to wrestling? But
I just watched because they're teasing that I guess Jericho might be coming back, so I just keep seeing fucking Y2J videos.
That might be a story. I forget. Forgive me, religious psychopaths, that I don't know. I just know there's a story where somebody blows a fucking trumpet. I think,
and then
brings down the walls.
As the rubble's hitting, Jesus is just floating over it with the rising sun behind him, going, "Bring the walls down."
I think this is before Jesus' time.
There is no time before Jesus' time.
Yes,
there was nothing before Jesus.
Yes.
But humanity and normality.
But is that a story? If we look at the Bible as a history book,
yeah,
has this been going on since the dawn of time? I mean, it's interesting. I'm sure somebody out there is more religious than I am. I can tell, maybe there is some correlation between all this.
Let's see.
What?
Fuck you.
The walls of Jericho.
The Bible features several significant trumpet stories, most famously the fall of Jericho in Joshua 6, where priests blowing ram's horns and the people shouting caused the walls to collapse, and the 7 trumpets of Revelation, which announce apocalyptic judgments of God's final kingdom involving plagues. I was right. Fuck you.
I didn't think.
Bring the walls down.
I did not know WWE got all religious in introducing Jericho in '99 or whatever year that was.
10,
Now,
9. That was 8. Good
Now-
thing my other hand was off camera.
Cincinnati is not special when it comes to the reasons or the explanations for
He's not special.
No.
No, moving on.
pretty much all of the other Sky Trumpets that have been reported. They have the same.
You gotta stop saying Sky Trumpets.
I'm saying Sky
There's something
Trumpets
funny about Sky
all
Trumpets.
freaking night. But the common explanation is always industrial rail system, locomotives, switching yards, diesel engines under load, compressors, or braking systems.
Yeah, all of those. Who the fuck? Don't they know we're famous? We're not famous. We know we're not famous. We know we're nobodies.
God damn it.
So this,
I ain't paying your bill. Quit calling me. Fuck you.
Call me in 7 years, bitch.
Where was that? Now, all those.
Those are all the things that I would automatically go with because
And
they all.
there are pros to that.
Well, and there's because all of those things potentially make the resonant noise that you heard.
Right. It explains the pitch.
Now to hear it across a whole portion of a city is a little weird.
But it explains the pitch, explains the night operations, rail yards.
Yeah, and there's probably those people that are like, well, it was winter and there had been a storm front that came through, so the air was more dense, which allows sound vibrations to bounce more between the water particles,
Right.
which would explain the carrying of the sound.
And it explains the repetition. But here's where it does where that falls a little short. Why sometimes it sounds airborne, which
As if it's not on the ground.
It sounds
man, wow, I made myself look like an idiot. It sounds airborne as if it's not on the ground. Got it.
And often some of these locations aren't that close to rail cities, which, full disclosure, the areas in which I heard it in Cincinnati, I believe there is a rail yard very close.
They're everywhere. There's like 3 or some shit.
Then
There's
again,
a bunch of like rail yards in Cincinnati, in the area.
And why it's sometimes reported it's often reported miles away from industry at times.
Like Antarctica.
Not like, for instance, we're not too far from a rail yard, a switching yard here where we're at now.
No, I drive by it all the time.
I've never heard it. I've never heard the sound.
I hear the train
I
because
hear
there's
the
a train right
blowing
down the
its
hill.
goddamn god-awful fucking
Dude,
horn.
I know, right? I'm like, if it hit them, fuck them. If they don't get out of the way on the first one, toot, fuck them. Like, just hit them. You're
No.
going to win.
There are some atmospheric things that what you were just talking about that play into this. Temperature can dictate the sound, the variance of the sounds, where it originates and all that shit. Cold air trapping the sound, so it's denser, I believe. I believe cold air is denser than hot air, I believe.
Yeah.
And the urban canyon effect. Now, I'm not 100% what that is, but I'm pretty
I would
sure
assume it's taller buildings. You have
the pathways between buildings.
Which does carry sound.
Which, for the locations of Cincinnati, in this regard, like I said, those areas are. It's not downtown where it has the tall, super tall buildings. It does have several story buildings, but not 30 and 40. I don't.
Yeah, I mean, you could make
because it's close to UC, so there are some.
And there are hills. You could make that argument.
Yeah, but
a lot of fucking hills at Cincinnati. If you've never been to Cincinnati, basically, like, if you never gave San Francisco steroids.
Right. Now, with the weather acoustics.
Can talk about autistics.
It does kind of show that there is a winter spike
in the sounds in general
being heard, which in a cold, dense air, makes sense. However, it doesn't explain the sounds globally. Not every. Well, I shouldn't say every, but they're not the frozen tundra. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now, like what we were talking about before, the electrical grid, high voltage lines do make somewhat of a hum Substations or
Yeah, I've heard it.
transfer stations, what I always call it, but substations is probably actually the correct term.
Yeah, I've heard it. I like literally in the yard, like going over the side of my dad's house when I was a kid. There's like one of those real big fuckers, not like the telephone pole ones, but like the big metal structure power line and phone line things that branch out to both sides and have like the big like 30-foot by 30-foot base and shit. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Yeah, there was like literally like you could fucking chuck a frisbee straight up in the air in my dad's yard and you could have hit one of those power lines. You could literally walk. I could go across the street and climb the fucking thing if I really wanted to. And you can hear them in the wintertime.
Yeah, I mean, and they do produce an eerie type,
especially if they get ice on them.
tone.
Because if they get ice on them, they shiver too. And you can hear like a little bit of a hum and like the because it'll shake fucking icicles off of it.
Right. I mean, it is eerie, but like we were talking about, that I've heard that is a lower pitch vibrating hum, I guess. I mean,
it's like a droning sound. It's almost hard to call a hum.
Right. You're right.
It's just like it's like it just exists. I don't know how to say it.
I mean, what I played earlier in the episode sounds more like
motorcycle. It sounds like sounds like sport bikes going down the highway far away.
It sounds to me very similar to the tornado warning.
Fuck those things.
But the only difference is those spin on top of the pole.
Yeah.
And you
can hear, yeah.
You know,
trust me, I know there's a one across the street from my job. Because every first Wednesday of the fucking month, I'm like,
and that's what I was going to say.
Right around the time right at the end of lunchtime, I'm like, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette. Yeah. And like, if it's raining, I'll step out front where it's covered and they fucking flip them on. Yeah. So then it's blowing straight at me and it's bouncing off the building behind me. It does that weird thing where it sounds like you have water in your ears. Fuck those things. If you have those in your city, fuck them. Find one, fuck it.
But that's what it sounds like, just without the speaker goes away from you, it goes down. This does not have that. And like you said, I believe here in Butler County,
yeah, you can definitely hear the
rotation,
tone shift,
the rotation
of something
as it rotates. And like you said, that is the first Wednesday of every month around 12:30, 1 o'clock, somewhere around there.
Noon.
Yeah.
I think noon's like the specific time they're supposed to do it, at least.
And
which is good, because do them all at the same time, so we're fucking done with it.
Right.
They're so loud.
So I would strongly, like, Cincinnati's a different counties, and I'm pretty sure they wouldn't do it between the hours of fucking 10 and 2 a.m.
No.
That would be just an asshole move.
But I almost wonder if...
But that's what it sounds like to me.
Are those alarms air-driven?
What do you mean air-driven?
Like an old air horn? Like old air raid horns were... Or, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know.
You get some whippy winds hitting one of those if it is air-driven somehow.
I would assume they'd have locks on.
And you would think that we would hear it pretty regularly, too. Especially up here where, like, winds regularly get a little gustier because there's not all the buildings to block them.
Right. Ow. Mother trucker.
You've been very accident prone lately.
I am. I've got that. I punctured my leg. That needed stitches.
Oh, you got stitches?
I need stitches. I didn't go.
Oh, what'd you do? Stab yourself? You went to cut something and fucking jabbed yourself, didn't you?
Well, I was cutting something and it slipped off what I was cutting, and
you just ding
the utility knife, and the point just went. Well, you can see how
I've done that.
How deep it went.
So I can tell. I can see the shape of the blade.
Yeah.
I've done that.
So it went in a good fucking that much. I've done that. I'm like, I could feel blood running down my leg. I was like,
oh man.
And I picked a bad day not to wear underwear to work. I had to go in a stall and check it, make sure.
I've done that before.
Anyway, okay, where was I at in this? Okay, let's talk about some of the other locations that
Kokomo shithole.
That have had
Kokomo, Indiana.
Yeah, that is Kokomo
shithole.
The Kokomo hum. I've been to Kokomo.
I have people from Kokomo.
I dated a girl.
I don't hear good things. I've been through Kokomo.
It's fucking Indiana.
Yeah, Indiana's kind of a hole, man. They got Kokomo's not the best place. They got Gary.
Oh, Gary, fuck Gary.
I've been through Gary a couple times. I've been through Fort Wayne. I don't know if I've ever been to Fort Wayne.
I mean, let's be honest. Indianapolis can suck balls.
I mean, Indy's great if you stayed downtown and you have something to do there. Like when I went to the 500, it was cool. It was all lit up. They had the fucking whatever, the Weber Grill or whatever. I think we went to get a big ass steak the night before.
You know what I hate about Indiana the most is their highways. And you know why? Their off ramps
is a highway.
Their on ramp and off ramps. They give you approximately 10 feet to get over.
Well, then you get into Illinois and everybody drives like a fucking asshole.
Yeah. Anyway, but
welcome to the Personal Opinion Podcast, where we have a subject, but most of the time we bitch about stuff.
I'm not a big fan of Indiana. I'll be the first to admit.
I love the back roads. They have some great country roads.
Except when you follow an Amish person.
Oh, see, I'm used to that because I got family.
I don't mind it until the horse takes a dump.
So I'm used to that. There's so many Amish where my dad's from up in New York.
Yeah.
So many. Half the neighbors are fucking Amish. Very quiet.
Gonzo says Indiana girls are nasty.
I'll take your word for it. I don't think I've ever been with an Indiana girl.
Several.
Well, you come from another time where you had to, back when the Pony Express was a thing and you had to travel for a couple days to see your loved one.
Yeah.
While you wrote them letters like, "Dear Patricia, I have missed you so in these longing days of celibacy and loneliness. I cannot wait to come back to your home where your father will tie us into the sack, as is tradition, so we may lay next to each other but stay innocent and pure in the eyes of God."
No,
Signed, Philip Samuelson. Signed, your one and only, your true love.
I'm not that old. Anyway, the Kokomo Hum.
Sounds like a song.
This was heard in the 90s and early 2000s.
Oh, no, that's Dynamo Hum. Sorry. There was an actual song by Frank Zappa. It's about making a chick orgasm.
Right. People reported hearing a persistent droning hum, nighttime amplification.
As in it's happened during the day but was louder at night?
That's the way I read that. And to where it would keep people up. You don't want you don't like Indiana people, period. They're not friendly. And you keep them sleep deprived, they're assholes. Love you, Indiana. No, we don't. You're
assholes. That's adjacent to an angry Australian.
Yeah. Well, if they drink more Fosters.
They don't even drink that shit there, apparently. It's so funny. I've been obsessed with an Australian TikToker named the River Warden. I think I showed him to you. He just screams at fish and shit. He likes to fish. He's obsessed with eels. Oh shit. Look who's
Tyler's
here.
back. Good job, Tyler.
Yeah, I'll have to show him to you. It's one of those TikTokers that I follow and just found out about and I watch and love and he makes me laugh. And if I show him to somebody, you're either gonna laugh or you're gonna go, "You're a fucking psychopath."
Right.
The first video I ever saw, it had no words. It was just a red light because he was night fishing and he was just holding this perch and just going. I was like, all right, yeah, you got me. And he calls animals the C word a lot.
Clitoris?
No, part of it. A lot. A lot. He's like, "You fucking dog."
All right. So what happened with the Kokomo Hum? I'm going to tell you.
Hum.
This wasn't a Beach Boys song.
It was Frank Zappa.
The Beach Boys had it.
Way down to Kokomo, Bermuda, Bahama.
There's no Kokomo down there. I do not believe.
Hey, Bermuda. Hey, mama, can we go to Benihana? That's the words.
Not even a person whacked out of his mind on heroin, cocaine, and meth would mistake Kokomo, Indiana as the Bahamas.
Now you sprinkle in a little fentanyl.
Maybe.
Some trank.
But they're meeting Jesus. Okay, anyway, the city did not take this line down. They took precautions. They
did. A city in Indiana did something about something?
They checked into this shit.
Man. They should send those city leaders to fucking Flint.
Yeah.
Maybe they'll do something there, for fuck's sake.
Fuck the water. You don't need water.
You don't need water. Just drink that Mountain Dew.
Works for me. The city.
Or Fago. What? I don't know. What's popular in Detroit?
Anyway, like I was saying, the city took it seriously. They did noise studies, industrial audits, identified multiple industrial causes, plausible causes.
How boring is? How much of an asshole do you have to be the scientist? It's like you're going on a noise study.
Oh, fuck.
They go, oh, okay, cool. Like you're an intern, and they're like, all right, doctor, how do we do this? You just sit down and shut the fuck up.
That's it. Now, there is a twist. Even after machinery was modified or shut down, some residents still heard the hum.
Did you see in this research what machinery exactly they kind of narrowed it down to? I don't know anything about Kokomo, Indiana, so I don't know what's around there industrially.
No, not right offhand.
Meth labs.
Well, it could be, meth is a very good possibility in that portion of Indiana.
That's true, man.
The only time I've ever been pulled out of my car and patted down happened not too far away from Kokomo.
Did they find anything?
And I was pulling into maybe the meth capital of Indiana, a small little podunk town, and a 13-year-old pulled me over in his constable fucking car with his 12-year-old cousin buddy.
What town? What's the meth capital?
Have I ever told you this story?
Indiana. I don't think so. Did they find any meth?
No. I was dating a girl.
It wasn't even worth it.
In that
town.
Oh,
you left it at her house.
I was going. Yeah. I was going to her house
to get it.
And I was pulling in this town, speed trap out the anus. I know it's speed trap, so I was off the gas. And as soon as you come around the bend,
off the gas on the meth,
it goes down to like 25 miles an hour.
I hate that.
45.
I hate that.
I know it.
And they very rarely put a reduced speed ahead sign in areas like that because they know they're gonna get your ass.
So
is it Richmond?
No, it wasn't Richmond. It's past Richmond.
I was gonna say Richmond's close to here.
Richmond's right on the border.
Yeah, I've been to Richmond many times.
Through Richmond.
I've been to Richmond. Well, I mean, I don't want to say been to Richmond, but like I've been, for all intents and purposes, been to Richmond several times just this year.
Anyway, I was I pulled around a bend, going in the city, I'm sorry, city's the wrong word, into the town, which looked.
I was pulling into the trailer park / town hall.
Basically, it has one stoplight, and I was literally where the cop pulled me over and I stopped. I could have threw a baseball and hit her house.
That sucks.
So he pulled me.
Oxford's in Ohio.
Yes.
Sorry, for anybody that's listening to this, there was a Oxford question mark in the chat. That's in Ohio, dude.
It's on.
I mean,
it's our side of the border.
Well, there might be at Oxford, Indiana. I don't know. I don't know Indiana that well. I just know the bad parts where I go, nope, my skin's too light.
Anyway,
that's a joke.
The cop came to my door and said, asked for my shit. I said,
license, registration. Where's the meth?
Sure. And he ran my shit, came back, was kind of bullshitting. He said, do you have any weapons in the car? I said, no. He said, no guns, no knives. He said, no guns, no knives.
I always have a knife on me.
I was like, no, I don't have anything. No.
Oh.
He said, and he used, I shit you not, he used, what about a bazooka? I thought the motherfucker was fucking around. I said, if you would have pulled me over yesterday, we'd be having a different conversation. And so he went back to the car. I thought the fucker was joking around. I thought Barney had a fucking sense of humor because nobody other than Joe uses the word bazooka. Bazooka Joe, get it? The gum?
Yeah.
Okay, just make sure you're following.
Yeah.
So he comes back to my fucking car.
And it's like, you're under suspicion of having a weapon of mass destruction?
Yeah. He said, I need you to get out of the car. I'm like, okay. So I proceeded.
Where's the bazooka?
So I presumed to open the door. I got out, and literally it looked like I stood up. I used to be fairly tall. I'm not that tall anymore.
You're like my height.
Yeah, I mean,
which I'm considered to be tall by a lot of people.
But and people who are listening, you gotta watch it. This is what I stood up, and I had to go like this. Where do you want me to go? I had to look down on.
Oh, so he was intimidated. That's why he made you get out of the car. He had to like show his dick a little bit.
He took me around to the back. I was in the white truck. You know the white truck.
Your old truck. Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, "Put your hands on the
tailgate.
Well, no, on the cover,
The cap."
So, and he proceeded to fill me up. And he said, "Can I look into this?" I said, "I don't give a fuck."
Give a shit.
He said, "Open up." I said, "It ain't locked. Push up on it."
Right.
He opened it up and looked in it.
That's the best feeling if you ever have to deal with cops and like you don't have to worry about anything. Like,
and you know what they pulled me over for? I give you a fucking guess.
license plate light.
Exactly. One of them was out.
Nailed it.
I was like,
welcome to this region of the United States where that's an easy call to make.
He said, "You got one license plate out." I said, "You mean I don't have two out?" That's a small fucking miracle.
Right. Shit. That makes me feel I need to check mine before I leave tonight.
Because what was that? That was in 2013-ish, 14-ish, somewhere around there. And
what are you looking at?
I was roughly in my 40s.
I don't like that.
What?
His eyes are reflecting a little bit. So it's creepy.
So I was in my 40s at the time. I was like, I've been driving for what at that time 20 some odd years, 24 years or whatever.
Yeah.
I said I've never changed a fucking license plate light bulb in my life.
I've changed every light bulb you can think of in a car.
I'm like, you're a fucking prick.
Dome lights.
I'm like, Bernie, I will take that gun and shove it up your ass.
Sir.
But literally, he was 5'3". I was damn near not a foot taller, but a good 10 inches fucking taller than that motherfucker. And probably outweighed him by $150.
I don't know. I think, especially in a small town, but with drug use being so heavy in a lot of those small towns, I get it.
No,
but at the same time, like I feel like you can kind of tell by how somebody. But at the same time, you probably can't. Because if you pulled me over in Meth Town, Indiana, like anything in the car I need to know about, no.
What really upset me, I was profiled, and profiling's wrong.
Why? Because you were tall?
No, I was a white guy in a white lowered truck
in Meth Town.
In Meth Town. He thought he was getting probably the kingpin.
I don't know, but man, I wish I was shorter now because I want to do that the next time, knock on wood, I never get pulled over. But like if I get pulled over and they're like, "You got any weapons in the car?" I want so badly to be in a car with a door tall enough that I can just make direct eye contact with the cop and just slowly go and bring my fists up over the fucking door sill.
Lightning and thunder. Anyway, let's get back.
I got the 5 of clubs and the ace of spades right here.
Now, I've talked about it's been heard all over the globe. I'm not going to cover each and every one of them, but some other countries that have reported the same phenomenon as the Sky Trumpet, not the racist fucking 12-year-old cops, Germany, Australia, and New Zealand. However, let's talk about Canada, the Windsor hump.
Germany. Australia and New Zealand are kind of creepy just because, like, I think Australia and New Zealand are the types of places where if there's like nature as an entity and shit like that, those are the types of places where it would still exist.
Well, if Australia,
you got the Aborigines out there, well, that's Native American.
Honestly, in my opinion, Australia and New Zealand, or probably just Australia, it probably can be reduced down to kangaroos fucking.
I literally just watched a video recently of a guy that went on a road train, they call them, because like when they go from like the East Coast or whatever, like Sydney area to whatever's on the other side, they'll like the semis out there, like they're not like they don't do them like they do here. Like when they're doing that cross country out there, they'll hook up like 2 or 3 trailers to one truck. It just long haul that shit, and it was like a 4-day thing.
Yeah,
it actually looked pretty nice. The sunsets and sunrises were like super nice.
Mm-hmm.
Guy was talking about how you just fucking absolutely plow through kangaroos. Apparently,
you plow.
They're a nuisance there.
Oh,
yeah. There's no they're like hogs down south. How there's like just open season on them all year round. I thought
you were talking about women at the bar. My bad.
Boom. But yeah, like how there's no season for hogs in like Texas and shit. It's like that for kangaroos in Australia.
Oh, okay.
Like they jump out in front of trucks, like semis and shit, like we do, fucking deer do here, but more often.
Right.
Yeah.
Now,
New Zealand looks cool as fuck though. That's where they shot Lord of the Rings.
okay.
Germany,
Fuck Lord of the Rings.
Germany, I don't know.
Anyway, the Windsor home.
They should build a wall around Germany just to teach them a lesson.
They tried that.
No,
Well,
like,
in
just for
Berlin.
them. Just to teach them a lesson.
Well, I shouldn't say around Germany. They tried to, there was one in the middle of a city.
Yeah, a couple cities.
Um,
That reminds me, I have a deep dive that I'm randomly going to go on YouTube that's super random, but it's just Chechnya. I want to learn about Chechnya.
why?
Because you hear about Chechnya in every fucking action movie. There's Chechnyan rebels. There's Chechnyan fucking assassins. And apparently it's a real thing, and apparently they really do that shit.
Okay.
I watched a guy talk about how he got into like a sniper battle, and he was like, I heard there was a Chechnyan sniper in the area that had been fucking like taking heads since he was like 14. And I guess he took like from a certain angle, and he was like, that's the Chechnyan. So I was like, fuck, now I gotta find out like what is this like the fucking Dagestan with guns? Like the fuck is going on in Chechnya? And where is it?
All right. Now, we have to talk about the Windsor hum. And because this
It sounds like a sex move. It sounds like something you'd see on Urban Dictionary.
kind of, we like to play it down the middle here at the GITM podcast. We don't go full paranormal and we don't go full skeptic. We are Switzerland. We keep it in the middle. Now, and I think Windsor kind of will satisfy the non-fun skeptical people. This was a persistent low-frequency hum heard for years.
Continuously?
Yes. Well, not continuously, but at certain times. Like at night. It wasn't like 24 hours a day.
Okay. All right.
It affected sleep of the residents, caused headaches. It was eventually linked with high confidence, to an industrial operation on Zug Island, which actually is in the U.S.
Zug Island is not a industrial operation. Zug Island is definitely like a porn website or a strip club.
No.
Welcome to Zug Island.
No. When the plant activity changed, the reports dropped.
Huh.
So
what the fuck were they doing?
I don't know.
That they were making like the B-52s or whatever the fuck, the bomber and shit like that.
I didn't go that far into it. So this was not a paranormal or supernatural hum. This most likely, with a high probability, was just the infrastructure and industry hum that they were hearing. Well, if you think about it,
maybe it was just a bunch of people watching Red Robin commercials at the same time.
I think I've watched a show, one of those shows, Mysteries of the Unexplained type shit. I watched an episode on the Windsor hum. But if you think about it, if you listen, noise, the daytime hours or the day or early evening hours,
it could be happening and you wouldn't even know it.
Are the noisiest times where there's a lot of ambient noise, you know, cars. Nighttime, it gets a little bit more. There's still city noises, but it's not nearly as loud and as harsh as.
Well, especially in winter,
right?
Because it's cold and shit. Like I've verbally said it to you multiple times because we live together, and like you'll come out front when I'm smoking, and like I will point out it's weirdly still, which you really never get during the daytime. Right. There's always birds or cars or trains or some shit.
Right. So I mean. This was not probably just there's a rational explanation for this. So this kind of proves, I don't want to say proves, but it gives credibility to the industrial type cause of it. Now, I will say this, if I'm not mistaken, they are attributing this hum when they talk about the railroad to the locomotives warming up. They're
yeah, I've heard that.
But here's the thing:
it's like the sounds you played are weirdly too high pitched. Well, I don't want to say too high pitched because I don't know for sure, but it sounds more high pitched than any time I've ever heard a locomotive in not in motion.
Yeah. If it was the train yards and the local, the diesel engines or whatever kind of engines they have warming up, I think this would be a more common occurrence. Because last time I checked,
There's trains fucking everywhere.
and they pretty much run 365.
Not around here. They run 365, but they pause every 10 minutes when it's at an intersection that you're waiting at.
I mean, I don't think they take many days off. So I would think this would be a nightly occurrence, like the fucking whistle I hear every fucking night. I've heard this whistle listening back to the train, listening back to the podcast when I've edited it.
Yeah.
So
I know, because my room faces that direction.
yeah. So
Somehow I sleep through that shit. I don't know how.
I have an issue with saying
Just dropping it on that.
Yeah, it'd be consistent nightly.
Yeah.
So that's where
And you think that would have been identified by now? Right. Pretty quickly, really.
I think in a lot of cases, skeptics tend to just overvalue their explanations. They don't think it through. Now, if it's an industrial business or some kind of manufacturing and people are hearing it over and over and over again, like the Windsor incident, where there was a change made and boom, it cut off. That I can get behind. That makes sense to me. When this was heard over years and then they made whatever change they made there at Zuggy Island, it stopped. Okay, that lends a little bit more credibility to it. Now, like I said, we play both sides of the fence. We swing both ways here at GITN.
We're by.
We covered the skeptical truth, but we also, we're not getting any feedback, are we? I hope not. We, like I said, we covered the skeptical side. Now we're going to cover the paranormal, something that
starring Henry Cavill.
The paranormal, which is it's borderline not being you can't explain this one.
Bunch of ghosts busted.
And that is the UK case.
It's always ghosts in the UK.
I don't think ghost is a part of this, but
I think it's just because they're so pale that they are all just walking ghosts.
The reports of Sky Trumpets in Bristol, Birmingham, London outskirts, and Stroud back in 2012 is the strangest case probably of the Sky Trumpets.
So Marcus Stroud, Bristol Motor Speedway, Birmingham, Alabama, and London, Ontario, Canada.
No.
Got it.
This is I should say it was heard in urban and rural areas. So it wasn't just a city. It was heard in the farmlands too. There was no single industry they could blame. It has very similar characteristics as some of these other locations. Low frequency or oscillating tones people felt them more than they could feel them too, like the vibration.
That's icky. I don't like that.
I mean,
No, I get it, but like for an unexplained one that is like nationwide or some shit, I don't like that. That's uncomfortable. That makes me automatically think that there's going to be some type of radiation along with it.
This was also heard during the daylight hours, but more powerful or more stronger at night.
A where sound.
Now, not only did it have a sound, there were symptoms felt by people. Anxiety, sleep disturbance. You all right?
Fuck.
You think you'd be better at swallowing by now.
It's white and fucking cloudy too. Holy shit.
But people felt anxiety, had sleep disturbances, and a sense of pressure or dread when hearing these noises. Which, with infrasound, we've talked about infrasound.
Yeah, they use that. It's a military weapon.
A lot of people think that Diablo Pass, that was infrasound. The wind whipping through that canyon caused those motherfuckers to go batshit crazy. So infrasound does have an effect. And if you've done any paranormal research or investigation, you have to play into the infrasound. Look at that card, essentially. and kind of rule that out.
Yeah.
It can make you feel a certain way. It can make you feel funny in your nether region.
Or as Rich Homie Quan would say, it might make you feel some type of way.
Right. Now, in this case, news crews actually recorded these, just not some Yahoo.
Some yokel.
With
not us.
Like probably like what I played.
Yeah.
There's somebody recording it, taking it to the news.
It would have been so good if one of those clips you could hear somebody just mouth breathing in the background. I'm allowed to say that. I'm a mouth breather.
But this was recorded by journalists while they were, I would assume, going live, doing a live remote. Police and large crowds all heard it all at the same time.
Oh, excuse me.
The sound was described as metallic, directionless, coming from above. Often stopped abruptly, not naturally.
How does a droning sound metallic?
I think I read that metallic sound as, or I decipher that as manufactured, mechanical.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
That I understand more.
I think that makes more. I'm assuming that's what they mean by metallic, but I don't know.
Because as soon as I hear metallic, I'm like, all right. So like a decent amount of distortion, some sustain, maybe a little wah-wah pedal.
Well, now,
2, 5. What if that's the sound? That'd be equally as scary. You just hear metallic. You just hear Ride the Lightning, just like a foot everywhere at a period of time, and you're just like, all right, either something really cool is about to happen, or we're fucked because it's literally the apocalypse.
Now, the common explanation that people are given, that the experts, so-called experts, give to this, don't really play out here. There was
just shut up about it.
It isn't a railroad rich area.
So it's a good area.
Not really heavy industry. Not military.
Birmingham.
No military bases per se.
Oh yeah, it's the UK. What's the point? We do all the fighting for them.
Right, and the weather, the weather really, that they don't really think the weather could, the
yeah, it's the UK. The weather's always the same.
Yes, it's always gloomy. Now, the question is,
it's Seattle, but a whole country.
Yeah. How does the same sound show up in multiple cities with different fucking infrastructures, different scale of size? I mean, this is
Jesus.
Very possible.
Or Allah. Vecna. I don't even watch fucking Stranger Things.
I mean, what makes this so fascinating to me is it's hard. I can't say it's fascinating really, but the people say it comes from different directions. Some say it's coming from above. Some say it's coming more at you. That is, and I know this as a rational human being, that is super hard to tell.
Yeah.
And I think your perception and your preconceptions of what you want it to be also play into that as well. If you want if you are big into UFOs, you hear that noise, you're saying, "Oh, that's coming from above."
Right. God damn, that Gatorade really tried to kill me. What if this went on for like another 20 years and eventually they just like, breaking news, we've solved the worldwide
Sky Trumpet.
Yeah, and it's just like the most benign shit ever. It's just like how cicadas come out every so many years or some shit like that. It's like one period in time, depending on where it is in the world, like all the squirrels are just like, ah, and it just resonates everywhere.
Yeah.
And that's the news program. You just see squirrels or like fucking sheep just.
So not everything I think this would go either way. I think this is a little weird, but there's possibly, I think there's enough.
There's probably an explanation for at least a portion of them.
There's enough discrepancies to where there could be some unexplained phenomenon going on. You know what I'm saying?
My shirt was tucked into my titties.
I mean, like the rail yard and industrial.
That's the top on my list,
but
depending on where it's at.
I'm no expert in acoustics, but
I am.
Denser, colder air is denser. I would think that sound waves, I could be wrong with this, I'm just spitballing here, would have a harder time getting through a denser air mass. So it would not be heard as far out.
Well, I'm not an expert in acoustics either, but I did stay in a Holiday Inn Express. I don't know, because the argument goes both ways, because like the denseness of cold air or humid air, moist air, if you will,
I get moist, baby,
allows, and again, I'm not a scientist. I'm borderline should be getting a check from the government for being stupid. Acuity. But I mean, you would think, you put water particles or a denser chemical, or not chemical, but like atmospheric makeup would allow sound to hold on or give something to bounce off of more, which would potentially make it resonate further or for longer. Spitballing here.
I mean, I can understand, like, I'm going to go back to the Cincinnati area. It was heard in
the nasty natty.
In several different locations. I mean, those are close to one another, but they're not like it's not like a 10-mile square radius, right. I don't believe. I mean, or maybe it is.
It might be, but 10 miles is a pretty fucking big area.
If it was isolated to, say, Clifton, I would say it's drunk fraternity boys.
Yeah, 100%. As soon as Clifton, if you say Clifton, I'm automatically going to be like, what fucking college kid's house was it close to? Because you could probably go there and figure out what it was.
But to be heard in several different areas that are close in proximity.
Yeah.
But still, that is a pretty big area for one sound, for one local, if it's coming from a local place.
Yeah.
To be heard throughout.
Well, yeah, well, and it like it is a pretty big area, because like Cincinnati, like downtown Cincinnati is not that big.
No.
For a city, but Cincinnati, like if you are from this area and you say Cincinnati, that covers a pretty big area. Because there's Clifton, there's Over the Rhine, there's Cheviot, there's all these areas that like might not properly be Cincinnati, but
for all intents and purposes,
everybody around this area refers to it as an area of Cincinnati,
a suburb of Cincinnati.
Like even,
like I said, we're what, 8? I think we are 18 miles from Cincinnati, and I know that's not to the city limits, because the city, the city limits of Cincinnati actually go a little north of.
Yeah, you're probably talking like basically going to Main Street.
Yeah, from the center of downtown Cincinnati, I believe we're 18 miles away.
As the crow flies, or
no? I think it's legitimate.
Well, I guess once you're on 75, it's basically
if you draw a straight line
anyway.
Because the city limits are probably, I want to say, I'm trying to think of the exit where you're technically in.
Yeah, because you can take not this one, but you can take.
I want to say 8 miles away, probably maybe 8 miles away.
Well, you can go. I mean, fuck, dude, you can go. Maybe a mile. Let me get my bearings here. East of here, and get on a road that will take you straight into Cincinnati.
Well, but what I'm saying,
we're not far away.
I think we're about, if you go on Interstate 75. I know the city limit sign is before.
Oh,
way,
that I don't. Yeah,
way
I don't know.
before where you get off to go to Clifton, and like the zoo and shit like that. It's.
I was gonna say, like, even like
I wanna say-
Wyoming, like Wyoming is flirting with Cincinnati.
Right.
Like
Blue Ash
Montgomery,
is close.
Kenwood, all those areas are like flirting with
Yeah,
the outskirts of
they're on
Cincinnati.
the cusp of Cincinnati.
To where the people that live there, that if they go to Montana and they ask where you're from, you're just you're gonna say Cincinnati.
Well,
Fuck, we're close enough that we use Cincinnati as a reference.
If I'm out of state, I live in Cincinnati.
Between Cincinnati and Dayton is usually what I say.
Yeah.
And even then, depending on where you're at, they might not know what the fuck Dayton is.
Well, they shouldn't.
Hey, I much prefer Dayton's airport to CVG.
Well, it used to be cheaper, but I think it's just as expensive now.
It's fucking smaller is the nice part.
That's true.
You can go from security check to your gate in fucking 9 minutes, no matter where it is in Dayton.
Okay, now let's talk about the paranormal and high strangeness. Strangeness theories
Ghosts.
about this phenomenon. Appears to come from the sky, have no visible source, sounds mechanical, but the true believers don't believe it's machines.
Oh, fuck.
Often stops abruptly without fading, to where like for everybody that's heard the weather or the tornado sirens, those fade.
Oh, God, they're terrible.
Ooh.
I hate when they happen when you're
like that-
driving.
Like that sound effect. Ooh.
Yeah, I hate when that happens when you're driving. Because like my mind automatically, even if in the back of my mind, I know it's the day they test them, I'm like, fuck.
You know what I hate? That they should
Black people.
What they should fucking outlaw, if you listen to the radio, these fucking lawyers that do their commercials and have sirens in their fucking commercials.
Or songs.
No,
There's like rap songs that have that shit too, and you're like, oh fuck.
you're automatically looking for an ambulance or something.
Yeah.
Oh, those motherfuckers.
Dude, it pisses me off. It's the same thing as like living in the shitty area we live in.
Yeah.
I'll be driving along and like there'll be some shitty car or truck next to me, and like for a second you're like, fuck, is that my car? And then it moves away from you. You're like, oh, thank God, it's that fucking 1994 Chevy 1500 that has 2/3 of its bed left because rust has taken it.
Yes. But they're like
I know exactly what you're talking about because I come from the mixtape generation of rap, where they used to do that a lot.
Especially when you're coming to an intersection, so you start looking around.
Yeah,
like those motherfuckers.
like I said, the mixtape era, like me, we know. Back in the real trap shit, like everybody my age knows that sound.
Yeah.
Or, damn son, where'd you find this? They all know that.
But the non-skeptics of this theory or of this phenomenon,
I'm just gonna put that there. I don't know why the fuck I keep. Sorry.
they often reckon back to the biblical imagery that we spoke about earlier. You know, the walls of Jericho.
Bring the walls down.
I just wanted you to say that again. Ancient texts describing
fucking Gonzo's in heaven. You remember his lips are firmly attached to Jericho's butthole. Remember?
Yes, that's true. Ancient texts describing this event, horns from the heaven.
Fuck off.
Isn't that how the Virgin Mary got pregnant? Horn from the heaven?
I still want to get that T-shirt that says celibacy 99.9% effective, and it's got the manger scene on it.
Yeah, we would know. The sounds feel directionless, which I don't put a lot of stuff. You know, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, especially if it's
direction.
aerial.
Yeah.
If it's more than, if it's realistic, if it's higher than you could like fucking throw a baseball up in the air.
Right.
It's gonna be, or you can physically see what's making a sound. You don't fucking know.
The distance in which the source you are from the source does play into that.
Yeah,
You know,
because
so-
it's gonna play tricks with you. Like, was that Grandmaster Flash?
what's your
No, it was Ghetto Boys. Mine's playing tricks on me.
Ghetto's Boys, very underrated.
R.I.P. Bushwick Bill. I think he's dead. I'm not entirely sure.
I think he is.
Did you ever the story of him getting his eye shot out? It was like somebody on PCP or something like that. It was like his sister or some shit.
Ain't that a bitch?
Yeah.
All right, where was I at?
Young people are like, what is a Bushwick Bill?
But modern recordings are eerily similar to ancient descriptions, which we said earlier. This could have been going on since over the caveman.
All that tells me is that this is just a repeated phenomenon. That doesn't mean that you just attach it to religion.
Now, a lot of times this is reported during low cloud cover, which I would assume there is some, I don't want to say what's the word for reverb or echo,
reverberation.
Back.
Yeah.
Clouds do
bounce
some of the sound waves back, which could explain
the reflection of sound.
Why? Because if I'm not mistaken, sound waves go out in all directions, correct?
Yeah.
Pretty much. And the sound wave goes up, reflects back a little bit from the cloud cover, would, I guess, give the illusion that it is coming from above.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's just like in the places that have live music. A lot of times have indoor live music venues, a lot of times have an expansive space in front of them, and a lot of times have tall ceilings with sound deadening on all areas, because it gives the sound time to dissipate, not dissipate, but like break down naturally and then hit a sound deadened surface so that it doesn't come back.
Now,
a cloud being, you would assume, a surface. Well, no, because you would think a cloud would in theory absorb a sound to an extent.
I would assume there was some absorption and reflection,
or maybe it just
like a wall. You know, if you're on the other side of the wall, some of the sound is getting reflected back, but some of it is penetrating. That's why it sounds muffled.
Muffler.
In there, I would think. Just like the dog's bark, some of that, or whine that he likes to do.
Yeah, we're trying to be way more scientific than our brains will allow us to be.
Witness report. This is where I think the true believers run into a problem, and they don't think it through all the way. They make a big deal about the unease or dread or something wrong feeling that they have. That's the infrasound. A sound does affect your body. Every sound. To a certain extent. And depending on what frequency, depends on what. So the lower frequency, but more often than not, infrasound you don't even hear. You just feel.
Yeah.
And you don't understand it.
Feel it down on my plums.
But there could be that kind of aspect to this phenomenon, that there is another frequency that's following or coming along with it that is causing this dread, so I don't think it means
like the brown note.
Is that an asshole reference?
You never heard of the brown note?
No.
It's a note that allegedly, if you play it, a person or people can lose control of their bowels.
I knew it was coming back to that.
No, it's a real thing. Like it's really reported that like there is a note, because apparently they've looked into using it in a military aspect, which I think is fair. I think we should go after that. Who the fuck, like if you're on a battlefield and the whole opposing side just shits their pants at one point in time, I'm pretty sure you're going to have the upper hand.
I think it's going to
either you're going to have the upper hand or it's going to backfire hard, and they're just going to be like, we just have to deal with this. Everybody, hands full of poop. Put it on everything. Put it on your guns. They're not taking us. Because, I mean, immature, but yes, the brown note is a thing. It's just like, I mean, we have audio weaponry already. We've had it for years.
Use that and the devil's note or the devil's chord.
The tritone?
The tritone?
Yeah.
Fuck.
Hey, Sabbath did it. They didn't bring the devil back.
Or did they? Now, the true believers of this,
the diminished fifth, I think is what that is.
I think so. Really dive into the Bible theories of this, and they often say that whenever the Bible speaks of this, it's not background noise; it's a signal. So they really lean into
Iron
this.
Maiden's mascot's coming for us.
Yeah, is when you hear this noise, that means there's a transition coming, or it could be a warning or a revelation. Maybe Jesus is coming.
Oh,
maybe,
so
maybe
just broad.
Maybe Jesus came to Cincinnati on his birthday.
Okay, go figure. So
Visited J.D. Vance down at his home. You know.
So the Bible and religious people talk about this sound, but they leave it incredibly broad as to what it could mean. Got it.
Yeah.
Go figure.
I mean, like I said earlier, this has been heard in urban areas, rural areas. Nothing aerial scene, no aircrafts.
Excuse me.
So it's strange, but I don't know. But it's a constant tone oscillating to a certain extent. Not like a...
As if it's being directed.
Now, some people like to think this is the opening of a portal or interdimensional reality boundary being breached. So what if people are hearing isn't a machine, an aircraft, or even a natural phenomenon, but distress along a boundary we don't normally perceive?
No, there's not enough fucking dubstep noises.
Sounds.
Think about it. Fucking Pacific Rim, Transformers, all that shit. There's always or fucking there's a song, Excision. I think that's what he's trying to show is like a something coming through from another side. It's called X-rated. It starts with like that, and then it's like it sounds like fucking like heavy metal wails. And I'm pretty sure that's the noise he's trying to create is like a breakthrough from another dimension.
Right. But people think that this is a byproduct, not the source. So we're hearing stress along this kind of boundary, like a feedback overlapping the system.
Like a ripple in the pond when you drop a stone.
Think of it like feedback from a microphone, static between radio stations, the whine of electricity near a transformer, which is what we've kind of explained before.
Right.
You're not.
So it's not the cause, but the effect.
It's some kind of something that's causing interference, and we are hearing the interference.
Got it.
I just thought of it. I don't know if anybody's. I'm sure somebody's asked this question, or if I done some research.
Like Ace Ventura.
What if? I would wonder if there's any kind of tectonic activity following something like this, like
or precursing it.
Well, I would think because basically earthquakes are just the friction of the plates rubbing up against each other, and that is a building of pressure. What if that as that pressure is building, it's producing this hum, and you hear the hum.
I don't know if it was that truck, but it like I heard something that kind of sounded like the hum. That was weird.
What if I would like to see if anybody's done any research on this? If maybe there has been some seismic activity preceding hearing this hum. You hear the hum before the tectonic or something going on in the earth.
Right.
You're hearing some kind of the hum because of pressure building up. Whether it be we don't have many volcanoes here in Cincinnati.
You would kind of tend to think that there would be a physical phenomenon with that too. Like some type of rumble that you can feel. Well, they say you could feel it, so
right, but like something deep in the earth is resonating and
but then you think, was there any mention of how people claim to feel it? Because you would think that would resonate from the feet up.
Well, no, not necessarily. If it's coming from the earth, you are correct.
Yeah. Whereas if it's atmospheric, it's gonna,
you feel it more front on, or yeah, you would. Yeah.
Why do we seem to be thinking about this harder than the scientists that were put in charge of fucking looking into it? But
there are those people that believe this is the earth groaning.
Every time we make a new plastic product, it's
Jesus Christ.
Not again.
Maybe the earth was groaning because December 10th through the 20th, they realized the Bengals sucked ass, and the earth was just going, Jesus Christ.
Maybe it's just the combined sound of thousands of women pleasuring themselves to the image of Chris Jericho at the same time.
Or the GITM podcast.
I don't know about that. Maybe strictly audio.
You don't think
No, we might get away with just audio, but once they get on the YouTube, they're gonna be like, "Never mind, lost it. It's gone."
You don't think there's some ladies out there pleasuring themselves to us right now?
Probably not. Maybe some dudes.
Maybe.
Almost definitely some dudes.
I can name one right now.
Almost definitely a couple dudes.
Gonzo right now is.
There's a couple. There's some moist bussies out there right now.
Anyway, but naturally there are those people that are going to the ET version of this. It's the aliens.
Of course.
You know, maybe their ship is above us.
Damn.
Wherever you hear these noises, the ship.
Oh, it's cloaked.
It is cloaked. It's hovering and cloaked. You're hearing
the power. That's the coolest one. I want that one. Then people are gonna be like, they're gonna destroy humanity. Good. Like the planet's like, I love being alive and shit, but fuck, the planet's gonna be way better off when we're gone.
But you know, I like a lot of people talk about the physical, like we talked about. With infrasound, you can't. That does not even really worth talking about. Let's be honest.
Gonzo said, "I am Chris Jericho." No, you're not. I can't even. I would like to hear a hardcore Hispanic person say that name. Chris Jericho.
You know, I mean, let's look at the official.
You're Chris Haritos.
Let's look at the
racist.
Let's look at the official story. We have the official story is always mechanical, environmental applications like, and rail cars, industrials,
industrious shit in general. That's the one I automatically fall to.
But I see I can't. Maybe I'm wrong. I can't get my head around if that was the case. You would hear it a lot more often. It would be like the Windsor.
One of those alternate theories you got down there is literally what I just said.
Probably, but you would hear it nightly, almost every night.
Yeah,
until something like Windsor where they correct the problem.
Or you would traditionally, especially if it's railroad related, it's going to be so timed because railroads don't fuck around with this shit like that. Like their shit's on the ball pretty much all the time. They're doing shit at the same time, same
we're
place.
A little earlier, so within a half an hour, there's going to be a train going by.
Oh yeah, it's just like I know there's going to be one at around 4 o'clock in the morning. There's a train that rolls through this part of town because it's usually around the time I wake up to pee. Because I blame the train, but I think it's just my body getting older and going, "Hey, fatty, let us go."
But like the Windsor phenomenon, yes, I lean like you more toward the mechanical.
Yeah,
but you go to what Cincinnati experienced. This was a 10-day event.
It is so broad, both time in the scope of time and distance.
And if it's been heard in the past, it hasn't really made a big deal.
Yeah, I didn't even think about that. I've never heard any shit like that.
I've never heard of anything like that before.
Not around here, no.
No.
I didn't think about that.
You would think that would make some news like it did this time around.
Yeah, or there'd even be a folklore about it, something.
That's why I don't lean toward the mechanical explanation for
I don't like
our
the
event.
mechanical explanation.
It's not saying it's not, but I think this would be experienced every so often at least.
Yeah.
So I don't know. But the alternate theories, global phenomenon with local expressions, which I'm taking that to mean something's going on with the earth and it just projects in certain areas.
Yeah.
Or something interacting with infrastructure, atmosphere, or perception. That would mean intelligence doing something.
It's the government.
Have we talked about DARPA? Or whether
I would, as a slight conspiracy, I don't want to say I'm a conspiracy theorist. I just enjoy them. There's a lot of shit that might end up being the cause or effect of something DARPA's doing. A lot of shit.
Like if this was I'm not sure about Dayton. I don't remember hearing any reports about Dayton. But if this was
speaking of Dayton, Ohio just went live.
Well, good for them. If this sound was heard in Dayton, not Cincinnati, I could say that because what's up in Dayton? Wright Pat Air Force Base. Maybe they're doing some kind of weird testing. That would make sense to me. Cincinnati, I don't believe we have a military base in Cincinnati. I'm almost 99.9% sure. At least on
I mean, I'm
record.
sure there's military shit.
I'm sure there's CIA's
Fuck,
got a branch.
there's military shit right down the street from us.
Well, yeah, but that's
I know. I'm just
the
saying.
reserves.
No, I'm just saying. Like, yeah, they're pretty fucking decked for the reserves too.
You know, but we're pretty much at the end. We are at the end of this, but it poses.
This is the end.
It poses important questions for the Cincinnati event. Why now? Why not everywhere? Why everywhere that it's happening?
Who's on second base?
Why? I have written down here. Why does it feel like you're being watched? Infrasound. Let's strike that out. But why now? Why are we just now hearing about experiencing this in Cincinnati, or at least that I've heard? There might have been other cases, but I have never heard this.
Because the great sky dragons are crossing over our path for the first time. What if that was, what if like 100 years from now, they're just like, oh yeah, no, that's the sky dragons. They're just going through town.
What if, I'm big on the dimensions. I think.
You think the Demogorgon's coming for us?
I think, some of the UAP could be dimensional. Doesn't mean it's coming from outer space. Just
Bigfoot.
Maybe dimensional.
Loch Ness Monster, if it wasn't so closely relatable to something that we've seen on this planet before.
What
not seen? But.
If these noises are just, there are thin spots in, for the lack of a better term, veil. I know veil is always used between us and the spiritual world, but use the word veil between dimensions.
Yeah.
What if there's thin spots and this is some kind of multi-universe grown? Maybe two different dimensions getting too close and rubbing up against each other. That's what we're hearing.
Or
what?
We're in a simulation and the PC on which we are running is being used to jack off by the great creator.
Very possible.
And we hear it through all of the fucking simulations at the same time.
Well, I'm thinking about doing a simulation episode. Simulation versus
No. Simulation and simulation are two very different things.
The sim. Are we living in a sim? But what does that mean for religion, or how?
It's fake.
Plus religion, or does it confirm religion?
Which religion?
In general,
none.
In general, there is some very some.
Are you saying that whoever created the simulation we're in being God?
Right. There,
a higher power.
I have done some. Maybe we'll do an episode on that. A shorter, it won't be a full.
God's a Warcraft nerd.
Or maybe I'll do a one of those short Strange Bite episodes of that. But it's not as cut and dry as you would think. From what are relating a sim to religion, it can go both ways, just like you.
Just like both of us, just like all of us here at the GITN podcast. We're bi.
We're saying bye.
Everyone's bi. You're bi. He's bi. I'm bi. Goodbye.
Take care.
Something.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah, there you go. Maybe leave with this thought. Maybe the sounds aren't the problem. Maybe we're the problem and the sound is the solution. Good evening and God bless.